Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another live Vobes show with the wonderful Julia.
And the equally wonderful Richard.
It's very nice to be here. How are you,
More
Julia?
wonderful, I think.
Yeah, much more wonderful. What do you mean? What do you mean you're more wonderful?
No, you're more wonderful.
Oh, you're more wonderful.
No, you're more-
No, you're
No,
more
no, you're
wonderful.
more wonderful.
We are both wonderful. And, of course, you guys out there are bloody awful. I mean, perfect.
They're ruddy wonderful.
They're ruddy wonderful.
Ruddy wonderful.
Ruddy wonderful that we're here on time. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Vobes show. It is the 13th.
It is.
Yes. The 13th, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, can you hear us at the back? Can you all hear us? Can you see us? Are we coming through perfectly? If you could let us know, that would be absolutely fantastic, because we've no way of knowing because of the complicated nature of the show. However, the 13th, things were going wrong for me this morning. Yeah.
Yes.
Did anything go wrong for you?
I didn't have a great day, but it wasn't terrible.
I mean, it's not Friday the 13th, which most people say is a
Could have
grim
been
day.
worse, apparently.
But we've had a full moon here in the last few days. It's sort of waning now, isn't it?
Yeah.
What does it do when the full moon has stopped being a full moon? Does it become a sensible moon? Oh, sorry, not full, as in F-O-O-L.
No.
No, full, as in eaten all its dinner. And it is sated.
Full up.
Full up.
Full up.
Full up with
Flop.
stuff.
With grub.
I can hear very well, Richard. On my TV, says Peter May. Thank you so much, Peter May. Lovely to have you out there watching us on your TV, which is great. What else have we got out there? Julia, you're in charge of the comments, so make sure you
Do I have a
keep on...
scrolly thing?
Oh, no, because
No.
it automatically goes down to the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Well, there was some interesting ones I was going to say.
Well, if we miss them, we miss them.
We miss them.
I'm sorry. So keep an eye on them,
Okay.
but not all the time.
All right. Tricky.
Tricky. Yeah, so who have we got out there then? lovely
Dave
Julia?
Baker, Joe Merchant, Ernie's MT9, Peter May, Andrew Norris.
Wait a minute. Ernie's what?
Ernie's MT9.
Ernie's. Hello, whoever you are. I don't think we've seen Ernie's 129 before.
Don't recall.
If we don't know who you are, you can always put your name in the thing, and we'll try and remember who it is. I mean,
It's difficult when there's not even faces to put them to.
yes, that's true. That's true. Kevin's Rambles is Kevin Hall. I had a chat with Kevin Hall today. He said, "Hello, Richard. Kevin here." I said, "I know, I've rung you." "Oh yeah, that's right, Richard. It's Kevin here." "Yes, I'm in Redford." "Where?" "Redford." That's nice. Actually, Kevin was brilliant today because he gave me a hint on somewhere to go. And then after I got over the insult, I said, "What about somewhere I can go and do a video walk?" He said, "Yes, I've got somewhere where you can go, mate." Sorry about that. Who else have we got out there?
We have Andy Frierson,
Hello, Andy.
D for Bricks,
D for Bricks, Daniel.
Kevin Hall,
Kevin Hall.
Kevin Hall,
Kevin who?
Robert Croser,
Hello,
Cheryl
Robert.
Craggs. Hello.
Hello, Cheryl. Lovely to see you. Two up north northerners.
Yep.
Northerners.
Yep.
They're the northerners who are...
Although I think latitude-wise, I think Cheryl's actually slightly more north than Croser.
If anyone can actually...
She might not be a native, but there you go.
If anyone can actually touch... What is the sea? What is the sea that is on the top of Scotland? You've got the Atlantic on one side, you've got the North Sea on one side, you've got the Atlantic on the other, and you've got the English Channel at the bottom. What is the sea? Does anyone know? What is the sea on the top of Scotland? I'm reaching up as if I could get to it, but actually Scotland would be more that way for me, not upwards. But, on a map. Do you know what I mean? So
I know what you mean. I'm claiming baby brain.
If that's England, right, and Cornwall's down here, and here is the English Channel number 5, and then you've got this side would be the North Sea. Here's the Atlantic. Here's me swimming in it. And then what's that sea at the top of the very top of Scotland? If you know the answer, let me know. I've just had a text, so Julia, have a check out the comments.
Ernie says, "Oops, it's Ernie Samat." Sorry, Julia. Sorry, Richard. No need for apology.
No, don't you apologise, because if we don't know, it makes us look thick.
Yeah. Dean Cooper, Francesco Bellringer, and Stephen Musco have joined us.
Fantastic, everybody. Has the lovely Linda Kane turned up?
Not as yet, I don't think.
If Linda, are you out there, Linda? I need to do a little message to you.
Lara's joined us as well. Hello.
Hello, Lara.
Oh, and Mr. Suggett.
And Mr. Suggett. Mr. Suggett was round here.
Yes.
Only the other day fixing my fridge. Oh well, he wasn't quite fixing the fridge exactly, but oh, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I've had a bit of a tidy up. Have a look at the studio here. Ta-da! Little bit of a tidy up. Just smartened it up. We've got some exciting things happening in the future, not at this moment in time, in the future. And we will be bringing those to you. I've got the wrong glasses on, by the way. I need to just quickly change glasses. 1 minute, please. It's a different person.
Linda Kane says, "Yep, I'm here, miss."
Ah, Linda Kane. Look what came through the post today, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you've seen the video. Have you seen my video where I was deep cleaning the Essie?
Dear old Bessie. Bessie.
Bessie. Oh. Dear old Essie.
Bessie's still in the shed, isn't she?
Yeah, she is.
Poor
old Bessie. I haven't let her out the shed. You know, I ought to. Every now and again, I put down a little saucer of milk. And occasionally a few peanuts.
For those that don't know, Bessie was a mobile unit that we could have laptop and cameras stored on for doing a live event, wasn't it?
Yeah, we did the Tractor Fest, which I gather is cancelled from now on. Is that right?
I don't know. I mean, that's what I heard. I think you told me that.
Mr. Suggett told me that.
Mr. Suggett?
Yeah, they had a bit of a washout last year, probably because we weren't there, to be honest with you, but you were having a baby and I was being a doula.
This year.
Oh, was it this year?
This year.
It
was only a few weeks ago.
Seems like forever that you've had a baby.
Technically, it's only like 13 weeks ago.
How is old Joseph? Young Joseph?
Old Joseph is positively ancient.
Positively ancient now. What is he, 13 weeks old?
13 and a half weeks.
13 again?
Yeah.
How spooky is that, ladies and gentlemen? How many times has 13 cropped up in your day? I'd like to know. Has anything gone slightly wrong or wonky with you? But I've actually had some good news. I've got some of this. This is Black Stove and Great Polish. Great as in it's terrific, but also great as in...
It cleans the grate.
It cleans the grate. And I've not actually opened the packet because it says on here, keep away from purple people. Oh, no, wait a minute. It says, warning, flammable solid may cause drowsiness or dizziness. So I've just got to be a bit careful with it. Linda Kane, thank you so much. She sent that through the post, and when I got back in, it's a little tube of stuff. I'm going to try that on my teeth. Is it toothpaste? No, it's not that charcoal.
It's not charcoal
No.
toothpaste, no.
How it works, it says microscopic colour pigments in the polish. I have to read it close because I can't see there. Bond with the stove surface to hide minor blemishes and improve appearance. Does it mean your stove has got to be black to begin with? Because my stove is actually grey. But I'm going to try a bit on it.
By the way,
it works. Yes, ma'am.
Barbara Charles says Arctic Ocean. And
Arctic. Yes, of course, the Arctic. Yes.
And Andy Frierson says I think it's the Atlantic Ocean. And
what? Still up there? On the Northwest Passage?
I think Barbara Charles is right. I think it might be the Arctic.
Yes, Google
Brain.
it. We can't do that. We can't Google it because we're dim.
Linda Kane says no expense spared here, you know.
No. This is actually quite expensive, I imagine. So I'm going to try it out on the Essie. Thank you so much. I'm going to give it a whirl and see what happens. I'll let you know. I may even make a little video about it.
Claire Leach says... not today, nothing has gone wrong, but the day's not over yet.
No, that's very true. We could have technical things. Touch wood. Marvellous. You better touch some wood as well. Yeah, there we are. I didn't say slap wood. Slap on wood. Now, in today's show, we've got some photos to show you, and we have a video to play in. Oh, the days of Technicolor Colour Kimcover. We do...
Technicolor Curiosities.
Yes. We have got all our new gubbins here. I can tell you who one of the hosts is. I haven't switched it back, so I'm afraid you don't get a credit.
Never mind.
No, not to worry. I will for the next show. I do apologise for that. It was just that it was one of the things I overlooked. We've rearranged the studio a bit, and I've been out filming. What have you been doing today, Julia?
I had my mother round.
Oh, lovely.
Hence I got plait in my hair.
Oh, did your mum...
A nice plait.
Did your mum do an ice plait in your...
An ice plait.
Oh, a nice plait.
Nice plait.
Hello, Helen, if you're watching. Probably not, but if you are, hello. Nice to see you. What have we got on the messages?
Linda says try it on a hidden area just in case.
Yes, I was. Do you know, I wasn't going to do it right on the front where you can see and go, oh, Look at that mess he's made.
Barbara Charles says it's the Arctic Ocean. Look on a bloody map.
Look on a bloody map.
Sorry,
yes.
Mum.
Well, the thing about bloody maps is not only is it somebody else's DNA that could be all over the place, but it stains. So, and it's hard to read, especially if it's got red ink. So probably just as well to look on a map. Sorry about that. Yeah, no, good point. But there you are, I didn't know that. So now we know, we've got our geography right. We've got the North Sea, we've got the English Channel, we've got the Atlantic Ocean and the Arctic Ocean. Ocean or sea, did she say? Ocean. This is an education, ladies and gentlemen. This is an education for people like me who are very dim. Ding, ding.
Ding, ding.
Oh, what have we got here? Oh,
I'm going to look.
Julia can, of course, Google it because she's very quick on the phone. Try it on a hidden area. Yeah, we'll do that, which is very nice. It seems to be cold in your room. Yeah, it is a bit cold. I've got my jacket in here. The house is relatively warm. We've got the Essie Ironheart stove on, blazing away in the kitchen. In the back room there, my office, the other side of the wall, is my little stove, which is also blazing away. But this room, which is the north-facing room, stone cold. Are you all right? It's not
I'm okay, but I've got my poncho.
She's got her poncho on. Which
poncho that was vintage from the 70s, made by my great grandmother. Yeah, great grandmother.
She was great doing that.
She was great.
She was terrific.
Is that the sea you were talking about?
No, this one here.
This one up here.
Yeah. Well, opposite Norway. Is it still the Atlantic?
Opposite Norway.
Well, here, look.
Norwegian Sea.
Oh, yeah, but that bit. The bit. Sorry, you can't see this. But the bit just below the Faroe Islands.
Up there.
Yeah, the bit between the Faroe Islands and that, is that just
doesn't seem to have a name.
Hasn't got a name according to Google. They need to...
Or it's part of the North Atlantic Ocean. I should imagine.
Is it?
That whole area.
Yeah, but you... Yeah,
anyway.
What we need is a fishing chart. A sea chart. An ocean-going chart. There are charts, ladies and gentlemen. What?
North Atlantic... Put my teeth in. North Atlantic, says the sailor from Cheryl Cragg's.
Ah, North Atlantic. There we are. The North Atlantic. So, it's the North Atlantic. So you've got the Atlantic Ocean and then the North Atlantic. And then, cool, we're labouring that tonight, aren't we?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, aren't we just? Now, we've got a bit of fun in today's show. Should we do a bit of fun?
Yes, let's do a bit of
Let's
fun.
do a bit of fun. We've got some photos to show you. Shall we look at the photo? Are you going to talk about the item?
I think I'll explain it
yes.
first.
Okay. Here's a story by Jack Anori.
You see this tiny little bobble hat?
Does it fit my head? No.
Nope, it fits your ear maybe.
Oh, yes.
Your ear.
Ear. And so it's a woolen bobble hat. Where did you get it?
This came on a smoothie bottle that I bought a few weeks back.
What is a smoothie bottle for the hard of thinking?
A bottle of smoothie from the...
And what is a smoothie?
Smoothie...
That's a brand of something.
Well, a smoothie itself isn't a brand.
Isn't it? Oh, a smoothie drink?
Yes.
Oh, right, okay, got you.
The brand itself is opposite to innocent. No, opposite to guilty. I just said it. Hi, vey. Anywho,
so there's a smoothie drink publicly available in the shops.
In the shop, yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
And it had this on.
On the shelf?
In the fridge.
In the fridge?
Yes.
Well, did it have the hat on because it was in the fridge because it was cold?
It might have, but my point...
Did somebody put it on there?
No, they all had them.
Oh, they're selling them?
They're selling them with these on them. And they had little labels on them explaining that a percentage of the proceeds were going to a charity to help the homeless or something like that. I can't remember exactly.
So wait, hang on. You've got cold smoothies.
Yeah.
The can.
Yeah.
Of them.
Or bottle.
Right. With a hat.
Yep.
Wearing a hat.
Yep.
In a fridge.
Yeah. For charity.
And somebody somewhere has knitted that.
Yep.
And are you paying more for the smoothie?
Well, no, I don't.
To have the hat on it.
I don't believe I did.
So is it like a promotional thing?
Yes, but I don't get the I just don't understand. I mean, because what's the point in a silly little hat like this? I mean, you can't use it for premature babies because it's not.
You can't use it for premature
babies. I'm seriously trying to wonder what you could use it for.
Can you imagine, just for one moment, imagine that the boardroom are sitting round at the smoothie company who are, excuse me, the opposite of guilty. They're all sitting around going, do you know what? I think we should have a promotion where we knit up some little bobble hats for premature children, and we'll give them away for free when people buy one of our smooth. Can you imagine that? No.
I just don't understand how that has
So what-
raised money.
Yeah, so they've
Well,
because they've got
but
to
surely
pay.
they've
Haven't they
yeah.
got to pay somebody
To make this.
to knit this? Surely they could just give the money to instead of paying the knitters, they could just give the knit money to the people who are not knitters.
Couldn't you just have printed one?
And they
on
could
the,
buy knickers.
on the
If they're not knitters, they could buy nice knickers.
But yeah,
That would be good.
like I was saying, it's not even made out of good
It's
wool.
made
It's
out- it
really
is-
rough wool.
Is it? How rough
You'll
is
feel
it?
You wouldn't want to put that on a premature baby. Or a
Why
tiny
do you
baby.
keep going on about premature babies?
Because I'm thinking, well, what else could
What
you
else?
use it for? Lara says that she's used them on her cacti in the winter.
Oh yes.
So that's something.
Yes. Yes.
But I have been trying it on various things
To try and find a use for
to try
them.
and find a sensible use for them. I mean, I have to admit, Lara, fair play. I don't
yeah.
have any cacti anymore.
No.
That
Oh.
would have been a good one.
So has anybody else experienced this phenomenon? Have you gone and bought something like this and thought, well, what do I do with this promotional item? Because you can't wear it. Premature babies can't have it, which is now
Baby on the
becoming a thing.
brain. Baby on the brain.
She's got a baby
And
on the brain.
besides, who else can wear it?
And an ordinary baby can't wear it.
Well, no, that's what I mean.
Yeah. So who would wear? What have we got here? The proceeds of the sale of them go to Age UK to help elderly people get heating in the winter.
Okay.
Basically, if they made them bigger, they could give the hats to the elderly people so they could keep warm in the winter.
I just don't understand. I suppose, are these supposed to be incentive for people to buy the drink? Because you're not paying more for the drink, are you?
Linda Kane
So
says
they could just cut out the hat
Yeah.
and just pay.
well, that's what I said at the beginning. Linda Kane says the
Okay,
knitters
repeat
don't
it.
get paid.
Okay.
Claire Leach says, my daughter has a teddy bear with one of these hats on them from a previous year. And so, well, I suppose it's all right
Done
for
it
a teddy
previous
bear.
years. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
I did bring one from my childhood.
that's not a teddy
It's
bear.
not a teddy bear, but it's a soft toy.
What is it?
It's a unicorn.
It's a unicorn, ladies and gentlemen. We should have unicorn music at this point. Bring on the unicorn. And that's from your childhood, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And do you think this would be a good little accessory for your?
It seems to be okay. Yeah.
at
What do you
that.
think? Yeah, he's not fussed.
Well, now we're getting some ideas here of what you could use it for. A golf club cover, says Stephen Musco, which is a great idea. Make a bear. We could put it on a bear.
build a
Shove it
bear.
over a microphone. Funny you should say that, Kevin Hall. We're going to show you some pictures in a minute. Jurgen says 26 out of 5,000. Put it on the microphone. 26. I don't know what the 26 out of 5,000 means. Joe Merchant says, I was thinking of that, Kevin. Joe Merchant is also just thinking. Great Andrew Marr impression this evening, says Robert Croser. Did you do an Andrew Marr impression?
I don't know. Who's Andrew Marr?
He's a chat. He's a presenter on the television. I don't watch the television. He's also on. Sometimes does Start the Week and other things on the radio. What is from your childhood, Richard? Me. I'm from my childhood, actually. Use it to keep a boiled egg hot, says Stephen Richards.
There's one. Yeah.
It'd have to be a
A
big
tiny
egg.
teapot.
Yeah, tiny teapot.
Just have to make a kind of a hole to get the
Oh, yeah, the spout.
spout and
Spout.
the handle. I
Or a
suppose.
tiny cup.
An espresso hat.
I know. What about a tin of like a smoothie or something? If you were to buy one of those, you could put one on the top of it. How about that? That's an idea. Shall we show them some photographs of what you've been doing this week?
Let's have a look what I did find to put it on. Unfortunately, I didn't get to go on any walks and try it on any trees, but
So this week, the lovely Julia's errand has to be go out and see how many different things she could find for the little bobble hat of the smoothie. Let's have a look at some of them. So here is number one, ladies and gentlemen. Tell us about the item or the thing that is wearing the hat.
this is my lovely little cat, Emerald.
Ah.
And she doesn't look terribly happy about it, but she was okay. Just pop it
She
on her
let
head
you
for a
stick
moment.
that on her head, did she?
Yeah, I didn't leave it there long.
And she posed. And you didn't have to use a hairpin or a hat pin.
Nope.
No. I always think
No, she
those
sat
hat
very
pins-
still.
Yeah, she did. She looks very still. She's not moving at all. Shall we look at another one? Here
Yes.
is the next item. Here we go.
My unicorn slipper.
Oh, it looks very nice on your unicorn slipper. Thank you very much. Very nice. Because you need another. You'd have to go and buy another smooth. Do they all come in the same colour, or can you get different colours?
I don't know. They were all this same colour, all
on the
ones
shelf. Oh right.
Yeah.
Oh okay. Yeah, you'd have to have another one, wouldn't you? Did it fall off when you walked?
Yeah.
Ah, that's
After
no
about
good.
3 steps.
There we go.
Because
Marvellous.
funnily enough, the unicorn head wobbles as I step. So,
Oh, does it? Oh, yeah.
so it kind of launched off. I was stepping very carefully.
Because it must be top heavy.
Yeah.
Ah, isn't that nice? Let's have a look at another one. We've got another one here. Oh, yes. You were doing something around my editing table.
Yes.
I've got these new speaker sticks or something they're called. Sound sticks or something.
They look very funky.
They are very funky. I needed to update because I had something from the 80s pumping out the audio. But they fit there very nicely on those. But again,
Yes.
you'd need 2.
Mm-hmm.
So they're very nice.
And for the record, D for Bricks, this is today's rant.
Yeah, this is the rant we're ranting on,
We
mate.
haven't got anything for Richard to write on the rant board yet with.
Claire says you can get different coloured ones. So,
You
that's
can.
good. Here we go. Here's another one. We got 2 in the same here.
So an air freshener and hey, it's the microphone.
Hey!
Hey!
We'd already thought of it. Well, I say we, you had.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've nicked my microphone there.
Pulled off its little foamy cover
Yes.
and whapped this on.
I'd like to go out and try it and see how effective it actually is in a windy day, because it did sit on there very well.
It was rather snug, wasn't it?
I wonder if you can get black ones that would sit nicely on the microphone, or dark grey. And the other one was an air freshener.
Yeah.
So that's very nice. Hello to Laura Riddle, who's just joined us.
And Robert Croser says Harman Kardon speakers.
Ah, yes. Is that what they are? Sound sticks, I've been told that's what they're called. And we got one more. Here we go. And this is what I've been recording The Naked Englishman on fairly recently, which is my audio podcast.
Your new NEP
Zoom
that's it, Zoom.
H2 microphone.
It's very fancy looking.
And recorder, yes. And it's sitting over the microphone shield. So that's been very...
I thought that was a great one. I thought that was actually where it might actually end up.
Yeah, no. It'll
But
be...
then Richard pointed out that actually it came with its own funky haircut.
Well, it does have a funky
no
haircut.
picture of that though.
No, sorry about that. Brilliant. Well, that was very good. We need an assignment for next week for Julia to go and get some photos of something. So we need to think about that. I think this is a good little thing. What is that?
It's a little dragon.
A little dragon.
It's a TY beanie dragon.
With a bobble. Now, do dragons get cold? Because, fire... Is he
Well, they're
fire breathing?
reptiles, so
Oh, yeah.
technically, I guess.
Yeah. So the fire doesn't keep them warm.
No.
It's a weird idea, isn't it?
It's a
Fire
funny
breathing.
fire concept.
Fire-breathing dragon. The fire doesn't keep them warm, and yet they're a cold-blooded animal. Somebody didn't think that through,
They are
did
also
they?
a fantasy creature.
Oh, well, they're not real. Ah, yes, of course. Sorry, I didn't realise that.
Because I don't like other things that are not real.
No, that's right. They all have to be 100% realistic.
Oh, yeah.
ladies and gentlemen.
Authentic.
Authentic. David Kitchen says hats to keep Punch and Judy puppets warm in the winter. That's a good one. Any more suggestions, please bring them along. That would be fantastic. What else have we got? I did have to ring him, Robert, and give him a ticking off.
Is that about the Naked Englishman?
Oh, is that about the naked?
Because you had a rant. Or...
Oh, I had a rant. I was getting a bit. I was navel gazing. I was watching the Navy turn into gravy. No, I was just a bit inward looking on this morning. It was the morning. It was cold. Everything was going wrong. It was the 13th. Has anybody else had anything going wrong on the 13th? Want to know if your stories? Let us know. We'll read them out. Lara says, okay, I'm back on the comments. Finished cleaning out our flat. I've got all different colours and different sizes. What, flats? Oh, these things. So I guess people collect them then, do they?
What, these hats? I guess so. I didn't think it could be a thing, but...
What about the
Shows what I know.
clangers? The clangers, they could do with them. They're made out of wool. They would look great, wouldn't they? Depending on the size of the clangers.
Joe Merchant said, would they fit over a jar? Well, I've only got this tiny little hand balm jar, but yeah, it fits over that.
Yeah, there we are.
It looks cute.
You could hide all sorts of things, couldn't you? If you had, say you had, I don't know, horrible skin problem, blotchy and nasty. So you had some blotchy, nasty repair cream, whatever it might be. You could put that over the top so nobody would ever know that you had nasty skin complaint if they went into your kitchen or bathroom or wherever you keep the blotch cream, and they'd never know, would they? Apart from if they looked at your face, of course, that would let that down.
Hand hat.
A fist hat, if depending on.
Someone said I could use it as a glove, so I thought I'd try.
They are on what Robert says. They are. You don't know my missus. Oh, okay. Richard Suggett says, "How dare you say dragons are not real? Next, you'll be telling me there isn't a Santa Maria." Oh, Santa Maria, by the way, is Father Christmas's wife. Santa Maria, of course. You could use it as a glove. Yes. Yeah. A decorative doorknob colour. That would be good. Yeah. It'd be slippery, wouldn't it, if it's a polished brass knob?
Do you know what? I thought of that, but I didn't actually get around to doing that. So
bed knobs and broomsticks.
Yeah.
Be good for that. That's fantastic. Well, we're nearly coming up to half of the show, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I know that you're itching to know where I've been today and what I've been up to. Kevin Hall rang me earlier this morning. He said, "Richard, I know you're feeling down in the dumps. I know that you are, a bit of an idiot. So I'm going to cheer you up and tell you where to go," as I mentioned at the beginning of the show, and he did a very good job of it. And, I took up his advice and I went off and I did some filming, and that will be tomorrow's video. I have edited it up and it is all looking spruce. Spruce? All right, Bruce. By the way, if you're in Australia, you probably need a fireproof hat at the moment. What with all the bushfires going on out there, it's terrible. And if you're in the north of England, you probably need a waterproof hat with all the flooding that's going on. It's the world is in a strange place, ladies and gentlemen. But never mind that for the moment. Here is something that I recorded only how do I go on here? Hang on a minute. I've just got to get there. Here we go. They've got this new gadget, you see, that does it all for me.
We'll have a new gadget.
We've got a little gadget. Hopefully this will work. Yes, Kevin Hall told me to go somewhere, so I went out there, and here we are. I'm indebted to Kevin Hall, who suggested that I come out and do some filming at Alder Hill. Alder Hill is near Midhurst. It's actually, I've got to get this right, wool bedding common. And it's a beautiful common with lots of trees and lots of open spaces, and at the moment the colours of autumn are just amazing. And so if you're in the area and you want somewhere to go even in a cold day, as long as the sun is shining or the wind isn't too abrupt, then it's absolutely fantastic. I'd certainly recommend it. On the Vobes show, something that we used to do on the Bald Explorer Live was to try and encourage people to send in a little short piece of video of where people have been or where they are if they're out and about. A little sort of tiny vlog. It can be about anything. Doesn't really matter, that we can share with our wonderful viewers. All you need is your phone. So grab your phone, hold it if you can, horizontal rather than vertical. People do make a mistake and forget that all the time. And just film just about 30 seconds, no more. We don't want them too long. 30 seconds, and just to say, "Hi Richard, I've been out walking in wherever it happens to be, Scotland, Cumbria, Norfolk, Devon, Cornwall, wherever you are. Just let us know." Or if you're under the car fixing the exhaust pipe, or you're just simply washing up. "Hi Richard, I'm just washing up, but I'm enjoying the Vogue show. Thanks very much for doing it." Oh, you don't have to thank me, obviously, that's a little cheeky thing there. Just let me know what you're up to and we'll share it with everybody else, and it could be quite fun. Meanwhile, I've got to finish my filming so that there's one for the Bald Explorer channel tomorrow as I film this. It's just beautiful though. Well, there we are. That was nice, wasn't it? It was very lovely up there, I have to say. So thank you very much, Kevin. We want to do more of these little insert video things. And as I said there, it's like the old days when we did the Bald Explorer. You remember the Bald Explorer Live, and we used to get the Vobing reporting and that sort of stuff?
Yep.
30 seconds. That's all I want. I don't want hours and hours. People started to send 4 or 5 minutes. Don't want any of that. Just your phone, as I said, point it at yourself. "Hello, Richard. Hello, Julia. I'm doing this, I'm doing that." Send it in. We'll now, of course, I need to tell you where to send it. Oh, yeah. And how to send it. That's the other important thing. There is a great service that's free, And if you type in on people have tried this on phones and they seem to have weird problems with it, but on a PC, on an ordinary browser, it's WeTransfer, all one word, .com. WeTransfer.com. Anything up to 2 gig you can send for free, and send it to me, richard@vobes.com. richard@vobes.com. Easy to remember. So try that out. So for next time we'll have hopefully some little videos for next Wednesday. I might do some impromptu shows before then, but the Wednesday show is like the big show where we've sort of worked something out. The impromptu shows might just be a bit off the cuff. I don't know when they're going to be. Might do one on Friday, not sure.
Jeff Kellison says you have way too much fun with the Stream Deck box.
Yes, I'm loving the Stream Deck box. It's absolutely fantastic. Thank you, Jeff.
Cheryl Craig says no flooding here. It's down in Yorkshire. Just chuffing freezing here.
Oh, chuffing freezing.
Check her out getting down with the native lingo.
I like the chuffing bit. So if you've got any issues where you are, let us know where they are. And do you know, I always hear these like the flooding and the bushfires, and I just think down in Worthing we don't get anything dramatic happening, because I'd love to just nip out, you know, like a news gathering reporter, and stand there and go, oh yeah, we're here by the pier and it's sinking into the sea. It's a tragedy.
Well, where were you when we had Craney McCrane face stuck in the water out there?
I did a video about Craney McCrane face, thank you.
I remember.
Yes, I did do a video.
Too late, I remember.
I did do a video. Check it out. Craney McCrane face. It's not called Craney McCrane face.
No, it wasn't. It was called something else.
What's the wind farm called? The Rampion,
yeah.
Isn't it? When they were building let me just to paint the story for those people that don't know, because there'll be some people up north, say in Cumbria or Northumberland, or across the pond. They've put in a dirty great wind farm in the English Channel, about 752,000 these big fans that they turn on, and it blows all the beach huts off the seafront when they switch them on. It's big hairdryers in the sky. It's terrible. Anyway, it's supposed to generate electricity. I think they've got the circuits the wrong way around. Anyway, they've been building this for the last couple of years, and then they're going to lay a cable that takes all the energy that they've managed to grab down this cable, and it goes up over the downs. It winds its way up past the Hebrides Islands, and it goes into the North Atlantic Ocean that we've learned about. And it goes on for, I don't know where it goes, plugs in somewhere. Anyway, somebody's little semi-detached thing, they've knocked on the door and said, do you mind if we plug our plug in to your thing? So when they were digging the trench to put the cables in to support this wind farm, they had this very expensive, something like £100,000, like a JCB crane thing, that they built special rails.
Or was it a digger?
It's a digger.
Diggy McDig face, I think they were calling it.
So they built these special rails, and it was costing a lot of money to shove this in, these special rails to get it out. So when the tide was out, this thing could shoot along and dig down enough for the trench so you wouldn't see it when the tide is out, and then under the beach, it comes off the beach. So they wanted to put this trench and then fill it in, afterwards. Well, the trouble is they got this digger and they got it on the rails and they started to put it out. It came off the rails the first time they used it. And it sat at an angle, at a wonky... I wish I had a picture of it. It sat on an angle, at a wonky angle, this £100,000 bit of kit. The sea came in, and it was sort of right up to the cabin and inside.
It was there for a few months, wasn't it?
And it was ruined. It was ruined. I think it cost them 30 grand to remove it.
Yeah. And probably about the same to fix it.
And yeah, so
Croser says, nothing happens in Worthing. Only bodies on the beach and collapsed castle walls.
Where was
that? Was that the collapsed castle wall wasn't Worthing? It was Sussex.
It was in Sussex, was it? Where was that collapsed? Because I was trying to think where the castle was. What castle was it? Was it Pevensey?
No.
It wasn't.
No, it was a section of curtain wall that was in someone's garden. Though.
Well,
I can't remember what.
If you will put your house in somebody's garden, I mean, if you will, that's the phrase that one man's castle is somebody's house is there. An Englishman's house once had a castle that never. Anyway, it's collapsed now, so it doesn't really matter. So we don't need to worry about that. What was the other thing he said? Bodies on the beach.
Bodies on the beach, yeah.
Have
There
we
was
had any
a female body was found on the beach recently.
Oh.
Peter May says, "Is Julia having a cider drink tonight?" Nope, it gives me wings.
Oh, it does give you wings, doesn't it? She
Yep.
can, like the
tired
little
new
unicorn
mum.
fairy that she is. When we
Oh,
went to
Lewis Castle.
Lewis.
I always pronounce that wrong.
Lewis Castle. What did you call it? Lewis.
Lose.
Lose.
Something like that.
Lose. L-O-O-E-L-O.
Lose.
Lewis. Yes,
Yeah.
Lewis. Oh, by the
Sorry.
way, whilst we say Lewis, I was thinking, not very hard, clearly, but I was thinking that the walk at the end of the month for the Bold Explorer group could be somewhere around Lewis, because having been out and about recently, I know the ground is very wet at the moment. It may dry off a bit, but I thought maybe we could go up onto, I forget the name of the hill. It's just at Opham, or Offham, as some people say. Offham. And where the Battle of Lewis took place. It's high up, it's on chalky ground, so it would be dry. And then we could drop down into Lewis and have a cup of tea.
Yeah, fabulous.
Do we know what date that is? It's the last Saturday or Sunday in November. Talk to Matthew Holdsworth. He is the man who holds all the keys to all that kind of stuff. And I'll try and liaise with him on what we're going to do.
30th or the 1st, I'm not sure which.
It must be the 30th.
On the Saturday.
Yeah, I guess it is. Anyway, we'll make it. I know we're a bit late with that one. We've got Andrew Norris who's coming over from Croatia. And so he wanted to come on a walk when we were doing Reading.
Been trying to liaise with us for a while.
And he's coming over solely for that purpose, just for that one purpose. So we got to do it. That is the thing. What comments have we got?
Peter May says the hats are great to slide over the top of a mobile phone in the wintertime to keep your ears warm. Well, funny enough, one of the photos I did take but didn't send because I forgot about it was through the hat on my phone.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just bright orange.
You used the camera going through the phone on the hat. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That's a very good one. What else have we got there on the comments?
We've got you best ask Mark Selwood to put on his snowshoes. It's snowing in Cornwall.
Is it snowing in Cornwall?
Apparently.
There, I just thought I'd give you an alternative view of the studio, ladies and gentlemen. You can still see some of the mess.
Where is it?
Where is the web camera today? We've moved the web camera. Every show, unless we actually have to use the web camera for purposes, we move the web camera around to give you a different view of the studio.
That's the hat on my phone.
Is that the hat picture?
Yeah.
Do you want to show it to the other one as well? There we go. Look at that.
Yep.
That's the hat picture, ladies and gentlemen. Marvellous. There it is. Look
Just
at it.
so you know.
Fantastic. So if there's a position you would like the web camera to be on the next show, you must let us know. Answers on a £5 note, and we will endeavour to do that for you. It's going to be great fun. I don't know about you, but I'm warming up. Look, I'm
freezing.
Oh.
You're obviously sapping all the warmth out of the room.
I'm sapping all the warmth. I know. I think it's the fires.
The
and
ice
stuff.
cream.
The ice cream. Claire Leach says the Rampion wind farm is broken at the moment. Yes. Oh my God, the lights
You had to
have
tell
gone
him that,
out.
didn't you?
Has it really broken? Do you know about that?
No.
No. What is Claire Leach? Tell us the story. How do you, when you say it's broken, it's like one of the,
one of the turbines has fallen off.
Oh dear, it's broken. Why? How? Don't tell me. Do trout fish in the sea? No, trout don't fish in the sea.
No, they don't.
Do they swim in the sea? Trout is a freshwater fish, isn't it? Look, I'm doing my fingers.
Thinking fingers.
A pike? No, that's another fresh mackerel. A large mackerel has nibbled through the cables, probably, or something like that. Why? I want to know, Claire. When I go to do my walk, Richard, are we waiting till it's springtime? I think we're going to wait until it's nicer weather because we don't want to have to cancel it a second time, and also it might be muddy and stuff. But we're definitely after Christmas. It could be the one in February. Since the end of October, broken cable possibly. You see, it's only as good as the weakest link. and broken cable. What were they doing? Did they just nip down to radio spares or one of these, to the range? Did they nip to the range or go to Argus and go, oh, we just want a bit of flex, mate. A bit of flex from about 3 miles of flex. Is that all right? And we're going to go down and just you could imagine them there with this. When you see the old films, the cowboys and Indians. Oh, you're not saying it. Cowboys and the reserve people.
Native Americans.
Native Americans, not the yeah, they are. Anyway, it doesn't matter. When you see those old films, or when
they're the JCB key.
Yeah, no, it's just the rampions falling over.
And the Boaty McBoat.
Yeah, when they what am I trying to say? Oh yeah, the films in the cowboys and the other people with the feathers. Films, it's got to be so PC these days in case look out, arrow. Yeah, and they've got dynamite. When they've got dynamite, and they have that very thin wire, don't they? And they've got a reel, and you can see them going backwards with this reel, and it goes out. That's what the Rampion people have got, some little thin bit of wire. And it's snapped! It's snapped! And it's not working! How much money has that lost them? That's what I want to know. That must cost them millions a day that all this lovely free energy is actually costing them money. So, you're better off digging some coal out of the ground and burning it and using that. Because actually, coal is a lot cleaner now than it used to be because of carbon capture, actually. That's a truth. You don't get many truths from the Vobes, but that is one of them. Dean Cooper says maybe the plug has come out. Yeah, you see, maybe that person that they went and knocked on the door of the terraced house and said, do you mind if I plug it in? They may have, you can imagine the little old lady going, oh, but I want to hoover. I want to hoover. Oh, I'm sure it won't matter for a moment. Pulls the plug, gets on with the hoovering, forgets.
And what?
Sorry, no, back to you.
Andy Frierson says it says on the internet it's a fault in an electrical distribution system. Linda Kane says a fault on the high voltage electrical distribution system won't affect the supply of electricity to the local areas, so you'll be all right, Richard.
Yeah. If only we don't get it. Nobody. Do you would think, would you not think you're going to have your beautiful sea view blotted by these giant hairdryers? You would think they would come round and go, do you know what? We can offer you very cheap energy. Wouldn't that be a nice thing? It's like Morrison's. Morrison's is at the back of my house, and they decided, it used to be the Co-op supermarket, Morrison's bought it, they decided they were going to put on a massive extension, which they did, and they had all this pile driving that they do. Our houses were wobbling and all that. It was like mini earthquake. Everything was falling off the shelves. The poor old rats were coming out of the ceiling. The squirrels and the seagulls were all protesting out there with their placards. And there was a lot of disruption and lorries and all this sort of thing. And do you know what I thought might happen? I thought someone from Morrison's might have come round to the local houses and given us like 20 quid to say, sorry about the disruption that you've had for months. Here's a 20 quid voucher. Would have just been nice. Nothing.
Unfortunately, with big companies like that, you'd have to have every single one of the houses would have had to have complained.
Yes,
for anything.
But
to
you
happen.
Just think that would have been
nice,
a gesture that they would have gone, oh, I'm really sorry we've done all this. Obviously, you'll benefit because we're going to have a big supermarket there with more cars and more trolleys and more people coming and going and more pollution. Obviously, that's going to be great and we'll have some discounted food for it. But you just think that for them, for about 30 houses, 20 quid, £600. I mean, it's, a little gesture like that would have... You can imagine a little old lady there who's got earmuffs on and she's sort of sitting there shivering away because she doesn't want to put a shilling in the meter. And they're going, oh, £20 to spend at Morrison's. Oh, I could go and buy some smoothies with those lovely bobble hats because I can unwind all that wool and turn them into mittens. Oh, I think that's a lovely idea. Thank you very much, Mr. Smarmy Man in the suit trying to sell us the idea. Meanwhile, could you do something about the smelly chimney from next door? That bloke keeps burning his bloody essay. I've had enough of it. Just a small little skit there that you can erase from your memory.
How's your throat after that?
Yes, it's not too bad. I mean, it's not too bad, thank you very much. Oh, I'm getting back into the mode of this.
You said earmuffs, I had an idea.
Oh, I say, look at that. You've got to get another one.
I'm going to have to try and find another one.
I think that is the answer.
I bet I'll never find one the same colour again.
The lovely Julia.
But do they actually have any nice colours? Because this colour isn't great.
Not
It's
a
like a
great
rusty
brown, isn't it?
A rusty poop colour.
Rusty, yeah, poop colour. Oh, wait. Could you... No, that would be horrible.
Ew, put it on...
Fishing it out and putting it... No. And even if it was like doggy ones, they would not be very good. Cat... It could be a... You can't even use it as a bag, can you? What could you... grape carrier. What kind of things? You could put a few peanuts in.
You could go collecting acorns in it.
Oh, there we are. Lovely acorns. Acorn!
Come and get your acorns!
Acorn! Oh, we're having a bit of a laugh today, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Ear muff, says Joe.
Bet she wishes she has two, Julia.
Yeah, look, get Julia a hot water bottle. Yeah, I'm burning up. What's the matter with me? It's all the lights, you see, coming down on me.
Guess I'm tired.
Monty Python Revisited, says Linda Kane. Yes, indeed. Talking to Linda Kane, she sent me this very nice card from Bosham. I can't see that very well. Hang on a minute. Let me go to the...
Is that the one that's pronounced bosom?
Yes.
Bosom.
From Bosham, as our lovely American friends would say. I'm going to Bosham. Where the hell is Bosham? It's like when they go to Birmingham. They go to Birmingham. And they go Birmingham. We're going to go to Birmingham. What are you going to do to the ham? I'm going to Birmingham it. Oh, nice. Anyway, here, something for you to read onto the show there.
Hi, was going to drop this into you on Monday, but it seems you had your house full.
Yeah, Monday was busy. The
Linda.
lovely Georgie, who did the show with me last week, she's here until till Monday coming. That's really soon. She's over at her mum's at the moment, so I'm hoping in the next few days to do another video with Georgie, because she told me that she's got another story to tell about the time she bought the car and travelled in New Zealand, and she's got some fantastic photos, so we're going to do a video for that. That'll be on the Bald Explorer channel.
Awesome. Look forward to that.
Yeah, so that's encouraging. I think that's the stories that she wasn't really keen to tell me about when she started to go driving on her own in a foreign country where there's no AA to help her if she breaks down, other than, weird people that come out of the... Because you hear of these murders, don't you?
Oh, do you need some help, missus?
Exactly. You've experienced that? Yeah, that's in Lancing. Blimey. That's a nightmare, isn't it? What else? Mr. Creosote. What's Mr. Creosote? Keep the conkers in. Oh, conkers. Yes, that would be good. So, where is the walk, date and time, etc.? Matthew Holdsworth will be posting something very soon, he says, quickly passing the buck.
Cheryl says, would you like me to make you another earmuff or a matching pair?
Yes.
Yay!
Yeah, you could a matching pair in the colour of your choice.
Yeah, well, I think Cheryl knows exactly what colours to do.
Well, I can't do purple because you want something contrast, like your green or your marine colour.
Marine blue, greeny thing, turquoise.
Ooh, la, 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 la. Oh, sorry, my eye's going.
Someone did say earlier,
yeah,
we almost missed it, that we could keep your prosthetic eye in it.
Oh, yes, that would be perfect.
Might get a bit hairy, though.
Oh, yeah, sticking it back in.
Yeah.
I'd have extra lashes. It'd have to be on the right colour, wouldn't it? Because if I've got extra lashes, and I'm not talking about Tom Brown type lashes.
Do you know what?
Ow!
That's actually surprisingly warm.
Is it? Can I
Yeah.
try?
Go on, then.
On the
Which ear?
Which
I can reach this ear. So
yes.
Can I do this one?
Yes, of course. Yes. It's very good. Oh, how come yours can have you got bigger ears than me?
I was careful when I'm... Sorry, I'm just manhandling your glasses. Trying to... Oh, oh nice.
Nice. Tasty. Oh, there we go. Marvellous. In fact, it looks like my ear disappears completely.
It does a little.
Underneath that. So that's marvellous. Lewis, maybe Kevin, says Linda Kane. It's excellent, Steve. So what was Robert on about then? I've no idea. Wind farm, hot air, there's enough this evening. Yes, that's right. No colour goes with purple better than purple. Green, that's a nice colour that goes with purple, though, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Green and
green and purple are
turquoisey
very
colours go
very
good.
good. Thanks, Claire. That's marvellous. So I'm just trying to think of what else has been going on in the last week that we haven't done. So I want to do more impromptu shows. I do want to bring more shows back in the winter, ladies and gentlemen. More fun shows with games. We want to do the game. Somebody suggested it, which is an old game, and that is you take a photograph of something, and then you've got to guess what the photo is. And if anybody wants to send in, say, 3 photographs of something, we could play it that way. So if you send it, say it was this stuff, this hot spot black stove, you'd have one extreme close-up, one slightly pulled back, and then the reveal. There's no points or anything. It's the fun for participating. So if you want to go away and do that, that would be great. Send in some of those. You'll get your name checked on the show. We'll show the pictures, and we can do those in the show. And don't forget, we do want some of these little, hello, Richard, I'm under the car. I'm waiting for somebody to lift it off. I've had an accident. That would be good. So we're going to get more fun into the shows and different things. We've been doing What's in the Box, and we are very, very excited that Elaine Brazier has been supporting us with that. We've still got a big box over there. Oh, look at you balancing a carrot on your head. I mean, a dragon. A dragoon.
A dragon.
A dragon as opposed to a dragoon.
Yeah. Andrew Norris says Lewis would be good.
Lewis would be good. Is Lewis all right for you, Andrew? We're trying to lay on the red carpet so that when you get... Are you coming into Heathrow or Gatwick? Do you know which way? Where would you normally land from Croatia, where you live? I mean, obviously, you know that's where you live. And then we can make sure that the Lewis pound is available for all and sundry. I gather that in Lewis a few years ago, people were breaking up the parking meters because they were protesting. They didn't want to have the parking restrictions on them. I don't know if that's still the case at the moment.
Yes, Heathrow, says Andrew Norris.
Yeah, you look a right pair with this one in one ear and
as long as we're not a left pair.
Yeah,
Gosh.
that's true. There we are. Look.
I'm actually a centrist.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a centrist, aren't you? We are coming very close to the end of the show, ladies and gentlemen. He's having a look. If anyone would like to call in, this is that moment. Somebody who's got my number, this is that moment where you can call in and talk to the pair of us. We've only got 7 minutes left. If somebody, the first one to ring my phone, this time I shall make sure I get it to the microphone. By the way, in the impromptu show that I did last time, had a slight embarrassment. The reason the sound was so awful, I was talking into this microphone. That microphone was the one that I had the fader up on. So no matter how close I put this to the microphone, when you rang, it wasn't happening because it was that. In fact, it was going worse because I was going further away from the microphone. So there we are. So if anybody wants to call in, you've got 6 minutes left, ladies and gentlemen.
Stephen Musco says, do you know you have a dragon on your head? You hum it and I will sing it.
Yes. And it goes like this. I've got a dragon on my head. I've got a dragon on my head. I got a dragon. I got a dragon. It's just up there on my head. I got a dragon. Anyway, I think you've got the idea. Somebody rescue us from this by giving us a call. Call now. The number is 555-972-9722. Actually, somebody...
Is your phone on silent?
No, it's not on silent.
Oh, mine is.
Somebody actually asked for somebody's number on YouTube. One of the YouTube channels they were talking about. I think they were asking about for Emily Champion's number. Having seen one that we did in Carl Shorten. Oh no, the one that I did at her home some years ago. The live show we did at her home. And somebody said, "Oh yeah, she looks cute. Can I have her number?" So I said, "Yeah, of course. It's 555-131-1311." They were American, so that's why they would have got that. Hopefully, the 555 bit. And for those that don't understand that, look it up on the internet. Now nobody's ringing because they are letting us squeal, aren't they? They're letting us squeal.
Although I have a message. Oh, yes.
Oh, what's the message?
People probably use leftovers to make the hats.
Leftovers from
of yarn that's not great quality to get rid of.
Yes.
As they are donations. Apparently all these hats are donated.
Oh, right. They're donated to the company.
Yeah.
To keep their smoothies warm when they put them in the fridge. There's a slight irony to all of that, but there we are.
Thanks for that.
Kevin, you can do it. Of Robert, we are on the right mic. Are we on the right mic? Both mics are on, so it should be all right.
It looks like there were pattern ideas as well for these little hats for these smoothie bottles.
Can you make that big and show it to the camera? Oh, there we go. Look, have a look at this, ladies and gentlemen.
Crochet owl.
Crochet out. Hang on, this is where the webcam can come into its own. Just one moment, ladies and gentlemen. I've got to manoeuvre. The webcam can. Oh.
Do 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 do.
Hold fire there, Kevin.
As well for these little hats.
We've got Kevin there. Hang on a minute. Right, so just before we go to Kevin, we got the big close-up to show you.
There's a lot of reflection there. But yeah.
There we are. That is the design of the...
basic idea.
That's the design. Look at that. There we are. Technology today, ladies and gentlemen, is just...
And then there was another one.
There's another one.
This one I like.
Another one?
Tortoise.
Yeah, talk amongst yourself, Kevin.
Yeah, the tortoise one.
Right, now
anyway,
we've got Kevin Hall has just rung in. Now, hopefully this is working. Hello, Kevin.
Hello, Richard. Hello, Julia.
Now, let's hope that everybody can actually hear you and I don't get all that ridiculous... Turn the phone round! Turn the phone round! It's upside down!
Phone over! Phone?
So, yeah, thank you very much for giving me the suggestion to go to Over the Hill.
Oh, you're very welcome. And by the looks of it, you went over the hill.
I went right over. I know you said if you keep going, your car will go over the cliff.
Yep.
The AA were very nice about it. And so was the owner of the house. The only thing that was a bit sad was I kept hearing, when I was at the top, looking into the distance there, I kept hearing this... Woof, 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 woof. However they do the hunting. They were hunts.
Yes.
Did you hear it?
No, not. I was working very hard, Richard, painting the staircase.
When you're painting, you can still use your ears, you know.
Yes, not with the radio on.
Oh, see. Well, I don't blame you. Probably didn't want to hear that these devils on horseback going round chasing poor little hoxes.
Oh, I know. Hoxes?
Yes, little hocks.
Hoxes and Forces.
Hoxes and Forces.
So there's that magazine called The Hocks and Forces.
Yes, and the pub.
I did take a wander outside and while I was having a cup of coffee to see if I could see you on top of the hill anywhere.
Yeah, did you see me?
Anybody.
No. I was there. Do you know, I only saw one person up there and it was a lovely sunny day.
I know.
So you couldn't see the shiny head?
Loads and loads of walks all through there, Richard.
Well, we're going to go back. I'm going to hoik you up there and there's that nice little church and we'll go and have a look at that and that'll be fun.
But yeah, look forward to that. That'd be great.
Well, we're coming to the end of the show now, so thank you very much for saving us on that note.
But that's all right, because nobody else seems to want to ring in.
No, well, that's okay. Not everybody's got my number, which is lucky.
George did try.
Oh, George did try, did he? It's engaged now. No more calls. No more calls. We've got to go. The lovely Julia has... she's Meals on Wheels tonight. She has brought... tell the lovely list. Thank you very much, Kevin.
Okay, speak to you soon.
Speak to you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye, Julia. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye. So Sunday I didn't quite get round to making the beef roast beef that I intended to. So and well, I had to use the meat, so I did it today.
And you brought some over for me.
So I had a spare, so I brought some over to you. I said, "Oi, have you got any dinner yet?" And you said, "Nope." I said, "Well, I'll bring some for you."
That's very nice, and it's just in the Essie warming up now. So I've got to go swiftly because I am so hungry. So thank you very much, Julia.
My pleasure.
And thank you to you lot for coming along this evening, and thank you for Kevin for calling in, and thank you. And don't forget, we want some close-up pictures for the reveal. What is the blurred picture thing? And we want some vlog posts for next week. And I'm going to send Julia out on another mission to get us a series of pictures on something for the next week's show. So something to look forward to. And in the meantime, there may be an impromptu show before then.
Any ideas, please put them on the Vobes Show page in Facebook.
Yes, good. That's very important. Do please put all messages and content on the...
Regarding the Vobes Show, on the Vobes Show page. Not in the Bold Explorer group.
Yeah, there's a Facebook group called The Vobes Show. Check it out. Join that. That's where I know this is on YouTube, but the Facebook is the easiest for me at the moment to post the messages when the show's coming up and all that. So you can follow that and we'll I don't know how easy people can post things that aren't there, but post it on something that's already been posted. Anyway, we've got to go. Can't hang about. We've got things to do, people to see, letters to write, phone calls to make, all that kind of nonsense. And I've got some roast beef.
Linda Kane said she couldn't call in because she didn't have our number. Well, next time I see you, Linda, you're having my number because you are part of the inner circle. No.
And Linda, you couldn't come in on Monday when you wanted to bring this. Do pop round on next time, anytime. Have a cup of coffee. I'll give you a nice little rag, and I'll get you to decoke my stove, so to speak. No, it'd be lovely to see you. But
better have a nice plate of biscuits available as well.
I'll send you my number. I hope you got the emails, by the way. I did send you a couple of emails. But I just hope that. Anyway, take care, everyone. Nice to see you from Julia and I.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Oh,